Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with the Pastors. Um, Today's the last day of the month, and so I've been thinking about how the continued need to mark time and how maybe we can mark time um, as we close out April. And it made me think of one of the things that Tim and I do on each other's birthdays is we ask each other birthday questions. And usually they are questions that reflect on the last year, kind of high moments of the last year, and then start to think a little bit about the coming year. Um, and some of them are deep, like what's your happiest memory of the last year? Um, what's your most significant work moment of the last year? Some of them are a little more goofy or less serious. Like, what's your favorite meal of the last year? If you could pick a song that would describe the lyrics would describe your last year, what song would it be? So we usually have fun asking each other those questions and seeing how we might answer. So I found some questions that can help us think about similarly this last month, reflecting on how this last month went, and then it kind of gives us a sense of how we can focus for the coming month. So there's 4 questions. Um, what's my happiest memory? What is one lesson I learned and what was my teacher? What stress or concern worked itself out? And what areas of my life did I make the most progress and the least progress? So I'm just going to give you a quick how I would answer those questions. Um, my happiest memory is a simple one. Um, just the other day, Nita and I were cuddling on the couch watching TV, and we just kind of stayed there for a little bit. And it reminded me that even in this time, I'm getting some extra time with her that's special. Um, a lesson that I learned and who was my teacher, running has been a significant teacher for me this last month, kind of twofold. One, it's teaching me endurance and pushing through hard moments, but it's also teaching me when I need to pause. Um, I injured myself a little bit with some issues with shin splints, and I had to pause in my running a little bit to let those heal. Um, so it both taught me like when to push through and when to not. Stress or concern that has worked itself out. I wouldn't necessarily say it worked itself out, but I'm getting better at being able to use new technology and things like video editing. It's taking less time to do it as it did in the beginning, so I would consider that a stress that's kind of decreasing. And areas that I made most progress and the least progress. Again, I think it would relate to technology. We've started incorporating Zoom calls and finding ways to connect through video. Least progress is the one-on-one connecting because it's harder when we can't be in the same space. So our thought with these questions is you can say hi to my cat as he walks by. You can use these questions to be creative during this time and space when things are kind of slow. It doesn't need to be stagnant. And maybe even you can use these questions in a personal prayer time for the day, where you can invite God to help you answer these questions and then to help them inform your next month. So, with that, got a joke, of course. We already did the greatest male financial guru in the Bible. So who's the greatest female financial guru in the Bible? It's Pharaoh's daughter because she went down to the bank of the Nile and drew out a little profit. That's a classic one I've heard before, so I hope you at least get a little bit of a giggle out of it. Well, I hope you have a good day, that you get a chance to reflect and invite God to be a part of those reflections, and that it might kind of close out this month and invite us into a new month. Have a good day.